Welcome to the 16th annual 40 Under 40 Awards and Book of Lists celebration from KnoxBiz magazine. It's our honor at KnoxNews to celebrate this group of outstanding young professionals. We're also celebrating the release of the 20th edition of the annual Book of Lists publication, an important resource for Knoxville's thriving business community. With dozens of lists ranking companies in industry categories, the 2023 Book of Lists helps to track economic growth and highlights those businesses leading their industries. Thank you to CenturyWorks, an 8-time sponsor of the Book of Lists. For over 5 decades, thousands of successful, smart businesses in East Tennessee have chosen CenturyWorks for their business technology needs, including cybersecurity and IT consulting services, software, phones, and hardware. 40 Under 40 would not be possible without our sponsor. The School of Business at Lincoln Memorial University enables graduates to positively impact business while meeting the demands of a global economy. Students at all levels are encouraged to benefit from LMU's collaborations with businesses and universities to gain invaluable real-world experience and cultural and social insight, as well as the ability to acknowledge and address critical business issues on a global scale. Graduates of the School of Business at LMU are fully prepared for successful careers in business, industry, nonprofit organizations, government, and corporate communications.
As an LMU alumni, I am so proud of the community that I'm now a part of.
If you choose to go to LMU, you are in good hands. You are going to be embraced by faculty members, by professors who are dedicated to your success, who are going to equip you with whatever it is that you want to do in business.
LMU's program was the best option for me. As a working professional and a busy mom, it gave me the flexibility that I needed.
You are given the foundation to create your own path. The program at LMU is so diverse. We are getting information and learning about marketing, about management, about economics.
Throughout the classes, there were times where what we were talking about, I could apply in real time at my job.
I'm confident that when I leave here, when I graduate, I'm gonna be ready to hit the ground running, and I'm gonna be successful in my pursuits because of what I've gained from this experience as a student.
Thanks again to CenturyWorks and the School of Business at Lincoln Memorial University. Before we honor each of our 40 recipients, let's hear directly from them to learn more about their proudest accomplishments, the most important business lesson they've learned, and more.
My proudest professional accomplishment is watching people come through our Survivor Fitness program and get back and complete and achieve things they didn't think was possible anymore.
Assisting with the creation of the Axle Logistics Performance Sales Lab at the Haslam College of Business at the University of Tennessee.
Finishing my first year at Muse Knoxville in this level of leadership. I took over as executive director at a time when the museum was opening up full operations in COVID. And it was really unsure for museums across the country, and I'm just really proud of my team and the work that we were able to do to have the impact that we did.
Definitely the career closet. It was a student need that I identified pretty early on in my role there, and it was a project that I was able to get off the ground quickly and serve a lot of students in a short amount of time, and we had great feedback and generosity from the local attorneys and judges donating the suits that our students can use free of charge, and I really felt like it was a good project for removing a barrier and bringing more attention to inclusivity in terms of our profession's hiring practices.
I still remember the moment when we been voted by Good Morning Show America and Reader Digest magazine to be the nicest place in America. That one of the proudest moment. It will show me how beautiful we are here in Knoxville, how beautiful we are in Tennessee, how beautiful is the land of the American dream, to give an opportunity for new people to grow their business and their family here.
My proudest professional accomplishment probably is completing 300 large residential projects in the smart home field.
When I'm driving around and just out and about around Knoxville and seeing one of my projects and seeing a safer intersection.
In 2018, when I was getting ready to leave the Air Force, I didn't even know what a physician assistant was. But in this past year, I've graduated from the PA program at South College and attained my doctorate from Butler University, and I've landed with a company I'm extremely proud to work for.
I started as a head cashier, and for me, being able to work all the way up to the position that I'm in is just very fulfilling, and knowing that I'm in a place now that I can turn around and help others do the exact same thing.
I think my proudest professional accomplishment is just taking excellent care of every patient that I see each day and really trying to make sure that I'm treating them like I would like to be treated.
I would say my proudest professional accomplishment was being appointed by Governor Bill Lee to serve the citizens of Knox County as a criminal court judge in Division II here in Knoxville.
Developing a sex trafficking program for adolescents in our area. We actually serve the entire state, and it's a treatment program for their trauma and other trauma-related issues that they may have. And then also developing our Elevate program, which is a recovery high school. It's the first one in Tennessee, and it helps adolescents that are suffering from substance misuse and other issues related to that also, and they receive IOP and education all under one roof.
To provide my 2 cents to the solution of the most challenging problem of today, it's climate change. We have been developing a solution for scale up and cost effective CO2 removal from the air.
I recently completed a fuel irradiation at the high flux isotope reactor, and HIFER is a very sought after and very competitive nuclear science user facility. So it was very much outside of my comfort zone, and it really pushed me.
I love to be able to provide really good jobs for people and to pay them like really fair and respectful wages. That's what I am personally most proud of.
Probably performing at Neyland Stadium with Chris Blue and the UT dancers and the band. It was a big production, and it was choreographing for that it's definitely something I wear on my chest.
Businesses start and end with employees, so it's all about taking great care of your people.
To truly understand the power of my voice. I think oftentimes it's easy for us because we look different than others in the boardroom, or because we have a different accent, or because we have different backgrounds or different ideas or experiences. Oftentimes it's easy for us to retreat and to sit there quietly, but for me, I've learned through mentorship along the way, my past almost 15 years within higher education, that I deserve to be there like everybody else. I've earned my right to be there. I'm just as competent, and so to recognize the power of your voice, you are a voice in this world, and you deserve to be heard.
Focus and invest on your people. They're really your product, and if you have happy, educated workforce who has some buy-in to what you're trying to do, the product or whatever you're trying to sell will take care of itself.
I grew up thinking that I had to do it all, and being a strong, independent woman was the way to get through life, to rise up to the top. And it took a lot of really, really hard life lessons to realize that to rise to the top, it truly takes a tide.
Not to take anything personal.
To speak up and to share your ideas.
The grind culture is the biggest lie I've ever been told. Again, going through what I've gone through this year with my body, with my family. My body is not a method of production. It's the only one I have, and if I can't accomplish my goals or get where I see myself in the future in a way that's compassionate and kind to me, then is it really worth it?
I think one of the most important business lessons I've learned is building trust, whether that's with team members, vendor partners, really just anybody that you're doing business with, or just in general.
Be open to taking on new roles, because each role has taught me something that I've been able to use in the next role.
How important it is to have the best team possible to bring your mission and vision to life.
Our value and our worth is not based upon what we do or how well we do it, but it's based upon who you are. Are you a good person? Are you a person who's living life to the fullest? That's the biggest lesson that I've learned, is that everybody matters.
You can come into a community and have the best of intentions and the newest and sharpest of ideas, but it won't matter unless it can be applied.
Follow the joy, right? Because when we're in alignment with that ignites us and makes us happy and fills us with enthusiasm, then we're going to do a much better job at what we do, no matter what is it that we do.
There's lots of different things that you can try, but if you will stick with one strategy, one topic, one area, one neighborhood, if you can stick with that, you will get really, really good at it.
To reach the people, you should be amongst the people.
Trust yourself, be honest, ask for help when needed, and don't dwell on your mistakes. Learn from them, grow, and move on.
Realizing and thinking about the person on the other end of whatever you're doing and thinking about how that will affect them, and also what exactly you need from that person in order to do the work that you need to do.
Balancing confidence and humility and knowing when to be vulnerable.
It's okay to be firm and set those boundaries and still lead with kindness.
Oh my God. That's the hardest question.
Gosh, there are a lot of East Tennessee restaurants that deserve recognition.
Can I have two?
I've got 3 that are my favorite.
My favorite East Tennessee restaurant is Pete's, 540 Union Avenue, located downtown Knoxville. Check it out.
My favorite East Tennessee restaurant probably has to be Steamboat, Knoxville. Best sandwiches in the city, and I could eat one every day.
It's a two-way tie between South Coast Pizza in South Knoxville and Jackie's Dream in North Knoxville near Fulton High School.
If I feel like eating a lot of meat, we love braseros.
It's the Frosty Freeze in Haswell.
Tupelo Honey.
Favorite East Tennessee restaurant is the Pharmacy, hands down.
And like just for like street food type Mexican, I love Paco's Tacos.
Nada.
Osteria Stella.
The Appalachian. Probably Asia Kitchen.
Amelia is my favorite East Tennessee restaurant.
Casual restaurant would be Dean's in Oak Ridge.
My favorite East Tennessee restaurant has to be Adobo. Anything that Abridged does.
Definitely Beta Saigon.
Date night, we like to go to RT Lodge in Maryville.
My favorite East Tennessee restaurant is Connor's.
Probably Chivo. Best food, best margaritas.
Calhoun's on the river.
It would have to be Good Golly Tamale.
Connor's has the absolute best crab and lobster bisque. It's like perfection.
Balter's Beer Works. Chesapeake's for sure.
Osteria Stella. It's going to be Roundup for lunch and Lonesome Dove for dinner.
They've got the greatest prime rib ever known to mankind. Connor's, if you've not been there, you gotta go. Matter of fact, put my stand-in and they can finish the video. I'm heading to Connor's right now.
Last Days of Autumn. They are a brewery, but they have the best food. Their nachos, just to die for.
Favorite East Tennessee restaurant is Altruda's. Give me a big old bowl of the rolls that are filled with butter and garlic and that salad, and I am good to go.
My favorite East Tennessee restaurant is Aubrey's. We went there last night. It's my favorite. I could go anytime that anybody wants to invite me.
I think I'm gonna go with Holly's Gourmet Market.
Probably Sitar.
In fact, when my East Knox Strawberry Plains Aubrey's opened, I went 8 times in 7 days. I was so excited.
Yassine's falafel, I just had it yesterday. It's really good. I mean, I had a lot, but I had it again yesterday. But I love it not only because the food is good, but also they're well known for giving back to the community. So it's like food with a purpose.
Yassine's, yes, I would eat there every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert, and midnight snack.
I would say it's Yassine Falafel House. I literally go there every week.
So I'm gonna have to say Yassine's Falafel Place, and I was honored to see that Yassine is one of the 40 under 40 this year. I am thrilled to be on a list with Yassine.
Yassine's Falafel House. Might give me a free meal, right?
I'm gonna just say Yassine. I don't want to make nobody mad.
That works, yes.
I love a lot of restaurants around Knoxville, but you know, I'm the falafel guy, so the falafel house is one of my favorite.
Oh, it's boring and true, and I don't even want to admit it, but it's so true, is emails. They are my Achilles heel, and it's like a Hydra-headed Achilles heel, to mix some myths there. I hate emails. I'm not good at emails. They pour in, and it's all these different links to all these administrative tasks, people asking philosophy questions, asking for favors. I hate to say no. It really is, I just feel like if I could get on top of my emails, I would be kind of floating.
I have to improve all over the place. The more I learn, the more I realize what I don't know. And the second I stop learning, or any of us stop learning, is the second that we're really doomed to fail.
Professionally, I'd love to improve upon my delegation skills. I work with a lot of great people, and sometimes I just need to hand things over.
At Compass, we're growing quick, which means a lot of new staff folks, a lot of new people coming on our team, and we're seeing that with a lot of our projects as well, beyond just our development company. And so my ability to lead is something I really want to see improved.
I really want to expand upon the children's program and hopefully offer different family classes for coping skills in the future. I always say, you know, to come to therapy once a week is a wonderful support, but, you know, to really be able to practice the skills that you learn outside of therapy, you know, to have that time and space to do so and involve parents or other support systems for the children is really a wonderful way to teach these skills and get them to integrate it into their daily lives.
One thing I'd like to improve upon professionally is taking some time away from the chair to you know, continue to focus on growing my business, growing my brand and my team, but also be able to impact the community in other ways.
Well, one specific thing that I'm really working on right now is growing relationships. If it's with employees, coworkers, other suppliers and manufacturers, our customers, or even your personal relationships. You can always improve in that area.
Us as attorneys tend to take a lot of things to heart. We really care about our clients, and it's, I think, a struggle sometimes to really balance that empathy that you have for your clients.
I think time management, I think that's a big issue with everybody.
Communication. I think sometimes it's so easy to get caught up in the daily grind that we forget to communicate like we should with employees, vendors, partners, whoever that might be.
Probably always need to be a better listener. So I'm very task oriented, and sometimes I jump to a conclusion or jump to how to solve a task without being very intentional of listening to everyone's opinion and feedback on how we can conquer something together.
I think leadership is something you could always improve upon. I don't care who you are. You are never going to be a perfect leader.
One thing that I would like to improve upon professionally would be being present in every moment.
To reach out for help more.
One thing I would like to improve on professionally and probably personally too is, and I think my wife would agree with me, is my patience. This is something I have addressed years ago. It's gotten better, but my patience needs a little bit of work still. End of story.
We're so proud to introduce and recognize each of the members of the KnoxBiz 40 Under 40 Class of 2022. Be sure to give them each a round of applause. Shane Archer, owner, Grow, a Shane Archer concept. Robert Barnett, managing partner, Green Homes Installations. Kimberly Billings, Director of Merchandise, The Pilot Company. Lauren Bobrowski, Director of DCS Programming, McNabb Center. Torrie Boggs, Director of Community Impact, United Way of Greater Knoxville. Aaron Browning, Deputy Director of Parks and Recreation, City of Knoxville. Allison Comer, Executive Director, Muse Knoxville. Matthew Cross, Founding Partner and CEO, OE Experiences. Ken Easterly, founder, On the One, and co-founder, Tessera Dance Theater. Diane Ezel, Group Leader and R&D Staff, Oak Ridge National Laboratory. Allie Fraley, Vice President of Learning and Development, Axel Logistics. Georgie Gardner, Assistant Professor of Philosophy, the University of Tennessee at Knoxville. Brian Goldberg, General Manager, Belfour Property Restoration. Aaron Grunke, CXO of Bitsy and founder of Survivor Fitness Foundation. Stephanie Hargrove, Senior Project Manager, CDM Smith. Brian Hill, Principal Planner, Community Development Partners, LLC. Wells Holbrook, Advanced Practice Provider, Dispatch Health. Victoria Holland, Vice President of Operations, Carm Stores. Philip Hopper, Executive Vice President of Real Estate, Powell Auction and Realty. Paige Keisler Collins, Founder and Owner, Mind Body Knox. Dale Madden, President, Earthadelic. Kenny Moore, Lead Pastor at Hope Fellowship Church. Joey Natour, Co-owner, Pete's Restaurant. Kashif Nawaz, Multifunctional Building Equipment Scientist and Group Leader, Oak Ridge National Laboratory. Whitney Nicely East, President, Knox REIA. Meg Oglesby, Owner, Custom Cleaning Services LLC. Mitul Patel, Managing Partner at Triamicus Law PLLC. Craig Pickett Jr., Director of Diversity and Inclusion, University of Tennessee Institute of Agriculture. Mary Pyle, Assistant Product Director, DeRoyal Industries. Catherine Porth, Founder and Chief Advocate, Let Her Speak. Kevin Ramsey, Partner and Co-CEO, Advent Electric, Inc. Hector Sanchez, Knox County Criminal Court Judge, Division II, 6th Judicial District. Dr. Ryan Schmacher, Surgical Oncologist, Assistant Professor of Surgery, University of Tennessee Graduate School of Medicine. Allison Starnes Anglia, Director of Career Services, Lincoln Memorial University Duncan School of Law. Sarai Taylor Roman, Portrait Master Business Coach, Taylor Roman Photography. Yassine Taru, Owner, Yassine's Falafel House. Deanna Unger, Manager of Human Resources, Knoxville Utilities Board. Austin Williams, CEO, Compass. Ebony Winford, Director of Research and Health Equity, Cherokee Health Systems. Scott Zeck, CEO, Knox Wire Harnesses. Let's give our recipients another round of applause. Thanks again to our Book of Lists sponsor, CenturyWorks, and 40 Under 40 sponsor, Lincoln Memorial University School of Business. Want more content on the 40 Under 40 class? Pick up the January issue of KnoxBiz magazine or visit KnoxNews.com to read about each of the recipients and see the class photos. And purchase a copy of the 2023 Book of Lists from KnoxvilleBookofLists.com. Think you know someone who is 40 Under 40 material? Nominations open at KnoxNews.com this summer.